Hey everyone, I'm BW Roses, and if I sound a little out of it right now, look a little out of it, it's because I just woke up from a nap. So hopefully you'll excuse me on that. But I want to talk about a situation that's been going on, because as you know, I'm a wrestling fan. And one of the things I want to talk about is the storyline going on in World Wrestling Entertainment right now of Edge and Vicki Guerrero. Now, I know a lot of you out there are probably huge fans of this group, this faction, this stable known as La Familia, which is headed by Edge and Vicki. And to you, it's like you can't get enough of it. Well, I'm here to talk about, the reason I say that is because I want to talk about the situation it's currently in right now. You see, recently, Vicki Guerrero, storyline-wise, banished The Undertaker when The Undertaker lost his match to Edge, his TLC match to Edge at One Night Stand. Now, I understand losing a match to where if you agree you will lead to where if you agree to the stipulation storyline wise, which obviously The Undertaker did, that you will leave the company, you will leave the promotion. But let me ask you this. Since when does someone like Vicki Guerrero, who's a general manager of a show, a general manager mind you, have the authority to suspend someone like The Undertaker? Since when does she have that authority? She doesn't. True, she might have the authority to suspend The Undertaker from the brand, banish him from the SmackDown brand, but not from the company. And then last night, storyline-wise, she tried to do the same thing to Batista, which obviously didn't happen. So now my question is, how do you think this will end? Well, a lot of people are guessing that when July 11th comes around, which has Edge and Vicki Guerrero getting married, a lot of people are saying that by that time, Undertaker will make his return, or at least let his presence be known that he will be returning very soon. Now, according to reports, Undertaker is supposed to return by late July, which is just in time for the Great American Bash, which would lead into SummerSlam. My guess is he will make his presence known at the wedding, basically some kind of voodoo magic special effects that he does, and then Undertaker will make his full return at Great American Bash, which will lead into one final confrontation between him and Edge at SummerSlam, and that would be in the same kind of match that he and Randy Orton had in their final confrontation, and that is Hell in a Cell. I also see that due to this, Vicki Guerrero will be removed as general manager, or at least put on probation. What I mean by that is that don't think the board of directors are looking at the wedding as the perfect time to give them a wedding gift, if you will, either firing Vicki as general manager or suspending or putting her on probation. Another thing I'm looking at with Vicki Guerrero and the wedding is I think if either one of those two things that I just mentioned doesn't happen, I also see Vicki Guerrero being shown a video by someone either like Rey Mysterio, right, or the board of directors or someone. I see her being shown a video to where Edge is admitting, maybe to Hawkins and Ryder, that so far his plan in duping and making Vicki Guerrero believe he loves her has worked so far, and there's nothing that could stop him from still doing so, or something like that. It's going to be one of those three things: either a firing, a probation, or the fact Vicki Guerrero is going to find out the truth through video and slowly become a babyface general manager afterwards. I could be wrong. But that's where I see this storyline heading. I see it heading in that kind of direction. Now we have to involve those CM Punk and Batista. Now obviously we all know Batista might lose at Night of Champions. Okay, that's true. But I do see CM Punk. CM Punk, obviously, according to what happened on SmackDown last night, informs Edge that the wedding would be the perfect night, July 11th, to cash in Money in the Bank against Edge. Now, if that was to happen, like I said, if that was to happen, then this is how I see everything taking place. I see the Undertaker's gong or message being shown, Edge being distracted just long enough for Punk to come in, cash Money in the Bank, become world champion. Or the board of directors to do that thing with Vicki. Or something like that. One of those two things would help Punk win. Would help Punk in the end become world heavyweight champion. But that's all I have to say about where I believe the storyline of Edge and Vicki Guerrero are heading. Is heading, I should say. Because it just seems that way. Now, if you agree with me, go ahead and message me here on YouTube. If you don't, that's fine. And I will talk to you all later. This is BW Roses signing off for July 14th, not July, but June 14th, 2008. Peace.